Thanks for joining me today in Jill's Cookery. Now, you know, I think a lot of times people are intimidated when there's anything Asian inspired or Asian flavored. I know for me, it's very difficult to try to do a real authentic Chinese meal. It's difficult. Now, however, there are wonderful things we can make at home that are like really good, very impressive if you want to impress a friend or a loved one. And today I'm going to show you how to make an udon soup. Actually, you could have anything in this soup that you want as far as what kind of ingredients you have in your home. But I'm going to just show you a good basic outline of a soup, and all of the ingredients are incredibly delicious and easy to get. So let's get started. All right, the ingredients I have for my soup today are some vegetable broth. This is, you know, the Trader Joe's vegetable stock. I have some tofu that I've cut into cubes. About a half a cup of frozen peas, which I've allowed to defrost. I have some cooked noodles, which I'll tell you a little bit about. And then I have celery, a little bit of ginger, some shiitake mushrooms, some sliced carrots, very thinly sliced carrots, some cilantro, and then I also have some beautiful fresh spinach that I'm going to add to that. And then as far as seasonings go, we have soy sauce, a little bit of the toasted sesame oil, which gives Asian cooking just, that's the touch, that's the taste that you know, and then some hot chili paste. And that is what's included in this recipe, and we're going to get started cooking right now. I wanted to tell you about the noodles that I'm using today. These are, I bought these at actually, it's Natural Foods, which is like a Whole Foods. And these are buckwheat, no, excuse me, they are not buckwheat. These are udon noodles, which can be confused with buckwheat. These are not. These are regular wheat noodles. And they generally come in, see, isn't this cute? There's little binds. Now this was about 2 ounces, and that's what I used today for the two of us. But it's a wheat noodle. Really, you don't have to buy special noodles. Long type of spaghetti would work just perfectly as well. I mean, I think, you know, once you get it into the soup, I don't think you really notice too big of a difference. But I thought you might like to see what they look like. There we go, a little better shot for you. And they're more expensive than spaghetti. So if you know, you don't want to go down that route, you know, you don't have to. So I thought you might be interested to know about the noodles, and let's carry on. I have my broth. This is the vegetable broth. I have it in a pot and it's heating up. And so while it is heating up, I'm going to add the tofu, which I've just chopped up in probably ½ inch, ¾ inch cubes. Get those, you know, get those cooking a little bit so they're not just totally raw. And I'm going to add the carrots, and I'm going to add the mushrooms and the ginger at this time. I want those to get in there and, you know, do a little cooking and do some flavoring at the same time. So I'm going to allow this just to get heated up a bit more. Shiitake mushrooms have the most amazing fragrance. They're unlike, you know, any mushrooms that we, you know, generally consider mushrooms that we put in food, and I think that's what makes soups like these so unique. It is the fact that you're using some of these little more exotic ingredients, and it's so wonderful now is we can get those in almost any supermarket. You don't have to go to a specialty market at all. So once this is up and getting a little more warmed up, I'll bring you back and we'll get into putting the rest of the ingredients in, as well as the sauces. All right, we're going to start adding some seasoning to this. I just tasted it, and as would be the case, vegetable broth is, you know, very bland. So I'm going to add, and I'll have all the ingredients, but I'm going to add about ¼ cup of soy sauce here. That is going to give it some saltiness. It's going to give it that more Asian flavor. And I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of the smoked, or I should say the toasted sesame. That's about 2 teaspoons there. And I'm going to add in and this particular item, you know, this is all, of course, very to your taste. This is some of that chili paste, which again gives it a wonderful flavor. And I'm going to, and some heat, of course. So if you're not one that likes heat, you might want to leave it out. It also has a garlic component to it, so you'll get garlic that way. Now I'm going to add the celery and the green onions. And I'm going to add most of that cilantro. I'm going to leave a little back for top garnishing on our bowls. And I'm going to stir this in. I'm going to wait till the last minute to put the spinach and the noodles and the peas in, because they all, they don't need a lot of cooking. So we're going to put this down to a slow simmer. I'm going to let it simmer about 5 minutes, and then we will come back. All right, this has been simmering about 5 minutes. I'm going to put in our peas, and I'm going to take some of this beautiful spinach and just break it up in here so it's kind of rough and just more, simple, not cut into little tiny pieces. And then, of course, it melts down, or, shrivels down a lot. Okay, there's that. Push this down. And then I'm going to add the noodles, which I told you about. And I cooked these until they were just almost done. So they would have just a little time to heat in the broth and not be overcooked. I'm hoping I hit that one correctly. And oh, doesn't this is really looking wonderful. Looking wonderful. I'm going to let it simmer about another 5 minutes, make sure everything is hot. The noodles were a little cooled off, and I want to make sure that spinach is wilted. And we're going to be back for serving. And there is soup. We are going to eat this. It looks delicious. It smells fantastic. So we're going to take a taste.
I'm going in.
All right, tell me how it is. It's hot. How is that? Tell us all about it.
Oh, man.
Huh?
That's delicious.
What do you taste?
Everything. Cilantro, onions, peas, the green onions,
I put a little
tofu,
ginger in there because I know how you are about ginger.
Tofu, carrots, mushrooms.
How do you like those noodles? He's going to find out how he likes those noodles. I don't do chopsticks. It was like I said at the beginning, I'm not really comfortable doing Asian inspired things, and chopsticks is like way up on that list. Huh? All right, good.
Boy, the whole thing is delicious.
Super. Well, thank you so much for coming into Jill's Cookery today. I hope that you'll give this recipe a try, and I want you to stick with me because I'm going to teach you how to cook some great food that you're going to think is hard to cook, but it's really not. Thanks a lot. I hope you subscribe. Take care, everybody.
And I'm going to eat that great food.
Bye-bye.